Okay, battle practice, alright.
Choose your Pokemon.
Ah, stupid me. Did I do that right, I guess? I feel like I accidentally clicked the button and it made me go back, but I think it does it everything. So you get to pick different partners each round or something. Sorry, this part's not that talkative because obviously I don't want to talk in front of this.
In this course, I'll tell you all you need to know about battles and teach you some techniques you can put to use right away.
Using forward ranged attacks.
Press this to perform a long-distance attack aimed forward. It's great because you can use these attacks to shift into dual. This is what you'll want to strive for in field phase. Try to land a few forward ranged attacks.
There I go, messing up.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I keep messing up the stupid tutorial.
Press the X button while jumping in field phase and land a hit and you'll cause a phase shift. You'll want to get the timing right just as you jump to dodge an oncoming attack. Try to land a jump attack.
Okay, there we go.
Now
It didn't even tell me to jump. Pokey combos.
During dual phase, if you land a hit with the Y button, press the Y button rapidly. Land consecutive hits to get a combo. This is what we call a Pokkén combo. Land a Pokkén combo.
Yeah. Go.
While you're still getting the hang of battles, make sure to shoot for lots of Pokkén combos.
Counterattacks, huh?
A counterattack absorbs an incoming attack and quickly dishes out a counterblow. Time it just right, and you'll be able to strike back at your opponent. You can use counterattacks in both field phase and dual phase.
Sounds a little bit interesting.
Try to counter your opponent's attack.
Alright. Ooh, 2 buttons this time. Okay, there we go.
Latch on to your opponent and land blow after blow. That's what grab attacks are all about. By using grab attacks, you can break through your opponent's block.
I might use this a lot.
On top of that, grab attacks are always super effective against counterattacks. That being said, they're not very effective against normal attacks. Use a grab attack on your opponent.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Nice!
Attack triangle.
Counterattacks beat normal attacks.
Looks interesting.
Grab attacks beat counterattacks. And normal attacks beat grab attacks.
I have a feeling I'm not going to pay attention to this tutorial.
Basically, This attack triangle is like a fancy game of rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, I'm not good at that. Attack triangle, huh?
Trainers who master this attack triangle will take control of the battle. Probably.
Probably. Support Pokemon.
This thing over here is called the support gauge.
Ooh. I see.
Your support gauge will fill up as time passes. And once your support gauge is full, press the L button and try calling in a support Pokemon. It'll come in and use one of its Pokemon moves to help you out.
Hey there, Froggy dear.
Nicely done!
Planning time.
During the planning time before each round, you can switch out the support Pokemon you want to use. You can choose which support Pokemon you want to use from your active support set.
Select a support Pokemon you can change.
You can select a support Pokemon that suits your battle strategy. Or maybe even select a support Pokemon that'll help you out against a particular opponent.
I was reading that too. Support Pokemon.
Support Pokemon come in 3 different types: Attack, Disrupt, and Enhance.
Brigadier, Lapras, Emolga, Snivy, Fennekin, and Eevee, huh?
Attack-type support Pokemon come in handy when you want to deal out damage and push your opponent back. Disrupt-type support Pokemon typically swoop in to block your opponent's movements. Sometimes they can even counter your opponent's attacks.
Disrupt.
Enhance-type support Pokemon will power up your Pokemon or heal some of your HP, things like that.
Sounds good. With Eevee.
Pick a support Pokemon that suits your playstyle, and be sure to use it when the time's right.
Statuses.
Sometimes, when you use support Pokemon, your battle Pokemon will receive a status. These statuses include positive statuses and negative statuses. First things first, positive statuses. While you're under the effect of a positive status, you'll get some sort of advantage.
Attack increase, defense increase, speed increase.
For instance, Eevee will give you a positive status that grants you a temporary increase to your attack. The effect depends on the support Pokemon, but things will be in your favor while you have a positive status. Next up, we have negative statuses.
The negative's bad.
Get hit with a negative status, and you'll temporarily be at a disadvantage.
Attack decreased, defense decreased, and speed decreased. Alright.
Take Emolga, for example. He'll hit you with an attack that temporarily reduces your speed.
I like how it said heal. So basically it's a boy Emolga, not a girl.
Use these statuses to your advantage to get the lead in battle.
Cheering?
Between rounds, I'll drop in to cheer you on.
Huh, that's nice of you.
Depending on whether you win or lose a round, your support gauge or your synergy gauge may get a boost. There are several types of cheering you might receive. There are cheer skills that are in effect from the first round, as well as those with special effects. Be sure to test out any new cheer skills you get.
Synergy power.
Sometimes, during field phase, you'll find power scattered around. You can pick up this power to fill up your synergy gauge. power on the field will disappear if you don't pick it up after a certain amount of time. Go ahead and pick up the power that appears on the field.
Oh, yeah, it's right there. What am I doing? I'm not used to the... Oh, I did it again.
Now, let me tell you a bit about each battle Pokemon's recommended actions. Why don't you try this out?
Okay, it's the A button.
Nicely
Thank you.
done. Next, give this a shot.
Flame burst. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right, and now this.
Hex.
There's not much time left.
I failed that.
Tutorial finished.
Oh! I failed that. They don't keep the tutorial up that long. But applied battle techniques. Okay, we'll do that. This part may be a little long. But what do you
Your
expect?
Pokemon.
I'm going Chandelure all the way.
In this course, I'll teach you a few techniques that should help you out in battle.
Low stance.
During duel phase, press down on the plus control pad to enter into a low stance. While in low stance, press the Y button to use a quick attack. Press the X button while in low stance to use an attack to knock down your opponent. Try to land an attack from low stance. It doesn't matter what kind. Nicely done.
High stance.
By pressing up on the plus control pad, your Pokemon will take a high stance. By pressing the Y button in a high stance, you can perform an intercepting attack on an airborne opponent. In a high stance, you can press the X button to use an attack that will parry low-to-the-ground attacks. Try to use an attack from a high stance. There you go! Now you're getting it!
Counter attacks.
You can hold down the button to charge up your counterattack. It'll take some time to charge, but you'll deal more damage, and you'll also get a combo for managing to land a hit. By charging up your counterattack, you can increase the amount of time you can ward off your opponent's attacks. Try to charge up a counterattack.
Just got tiny. Canceling a counterattack.
During a counterattack, use the plus control pad and the R button to cancel and move into a step. This is simply called a cancel. You can use counterattacks to deflect your opponent's attacks and then cancel. Try to cancel a counterattack. Looks like you didn't quite make it.
What the heck?
Alrighty,
I did it!
Piercing attacks are special moves that cannot be blocked by counterattacks. For example, counterattacks with a fully charged hold become piercing attacks. Your best bet with counterattacks is to take the initiative and get the first move in. In field phase, you can also hold the last hit of a homing attack to make it a piercing attack.
Knockdowns and getting up.
Your Pokémon won't take any hits while knocked down. And it'll get back up on its own, too. But this will give your opponent the chance to move in for an attack, so you'll need to be careful. Depending on the attack, you may take some damage regardless of whether you had your block up or not.
That's my health.
This is called block damage. But you'll never be KO'd by block damage.
Well, that's good. Guard break.
If you keep blocking against an attack, you'll notice that the block will start to turn red. If you don't release it, you'll eventually get hit with a guard break. When you're hit with a guard break, you will be left momentarily defenseless. How many attacks you can endure before getting hit with a guard break depends on the Pokémon. Blocking is important, there's no doubt about it, but try not to get hit with a guard break.
Synergy burst.
While in Synergy Burst, you won't be stunned from taking a few small hits. So you can move in for the attack without worrying about your opponent's ranged attacks one bit.
Or I should have said first, I guess. But...
Try to hit an opponent using a ranged attack with a homing attack.
Alrighty.
There's not much
Oh,
time
wait.
left. Looks like you
I wasn't
didn't
paying
quite
attention.
make
I
it.
thought the.
When your opponent uses their Synergy Burst, you'll want to try to use the X button for strong attacks to stun them, or grab attack to try to stop them from getting in any attacks.
That was embarrassing. I didn't understand it. About combos.
You can link up one attack with the next. This is what we call a combo. Let's try to land a simple combo. Focus on one attack at a time. There's not much time left. Don't worry, you just have to learn a bit here and there as you go.
I did it again. Battle Pokemon.
I'm sure you've already noticed that battle Pokemon all have different amounts of HP,
Yep.
right? On top of that, how quickly the synergy gauge fills up and how long a synergy burst lasts also differ from one Pokemon to the next.
Low, average, and low for Gengar, Lucario,
Crazy,
and
right?
yes, and Weavile. Yes, that was crazy.
There are all sorts of different battle stages, and the battle arenas themselves vary slightly in shape and size. Battle Pokemon all have their strengths and weaknesses, and you'll have to be ready to switch up your fighting style from time to time.
Skill levels.
As you battle, your Pokemon will increase its skill level.
And skill points, you'll get skill points and level up. These can use power.
As you increase your skill level, you can apply those skill points to whichever skills you'd like. As your skills level up, you'll get all sorts of useful advantages in battle. Remember, you can switch out your skill points from My Town whenever you want.
Thank you.
Finish.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. More? Okay, yeah, I'm going to... I guess I'm gonna end it here and do these next parts at another point. So, thanks for watching, and sorry that this video had to be so long. Goodbye.